The Russian economy is spiraling into collapse.
The economy is in desperate condition. The situation is catastrophic. These are not the words of a foreign analyst or a disgruntled blogger, but of Russian State Duma Deputy Mikhail Delyagin, who suddenly admitted that Russia's economy is collapsing far faster than official statistics suggest. So it finally happened, an outbreak of honesty on Russian state TV. Turns out the booming Russian economy isn't climbing, it's plummeting headfirst into the abyss, screaming all the way down without a parachute, but proudly clutching a pair of import-substituted rakes. Delyagin, in the spirit of a man who just realized gravity exists, solemnly declared, "The situation is horrifying." Really? And here we thought this was just a special operation in simulated prosperity. Inflation is doing the Cossack dance, the ruble is playing hide and seek with logic, the economy is cosplaying the Titanic, and investors, like sensible rats, have already reached international waters. Now that even inside the Duma they are having spasms of truth-telling, one can't help but wonder, is this a glitch in the matrix, or did someone accidentally switch on common sense?
It's like playing whack-a-mole with crises.
No room for debate here. In Russia's Irkutsk region, not just anywhere, but right next to Lake Baikal, gasoline has officially become more than fuel. It's a strategic commodity. At gas stations, queues stretch out like it's 1983 all over again, complete with thermoses, folding stools, and blind faith in a miracle. Local TV even dared to acknowledge the problem on air, which in today's Russian media landscape is basically the equivalent of storming the Winter Palace. Apparently, when the fuel runs dry and people start complaining off script, the system has no choice but to crack open the hatch to reality just a little. What's next? Don't be surprised if the evening news proudly announces a patriotic return to horse-drawn transportation, back to the roots, to traditional values, and straight into the saddle.
A fuel shortage has occurred in the northern part of the Irkutsk region, specifically in the town of Kirensk. It is from there that viewers and subscribers are contacting Vesti Irkutsk. They report that the problem started as early as last week. There is a rush at the local gas stations, with owners lining up in huge queues. These footage were published on one of the Telegram channels.
In Kirensk, it seems they have launched a full-scale oil blockade, stability style. Gasoline is now as rare as a unicorn. First you get a small ration, strictly by ID, and now they have stopped selling it to regular folks altogether. The city might be running low on fuel, but no worries. Patriotism and spiritual values are fully tanked up and running strong.
At the same time, on another social network, in Kirensk groups, local residents claim that the city has run out of fuel. If at first gasoline was limited to 25 liters per person, today sales to private individuals have been completely stopped.
Fuel lines in Tyumen, and this isn't just absurd, it's a masterpiece of systematic self-destruction, oil right underfoot, refineries just over the horizon, yet the gas stations are bone dry. Bravo, the art of running out of fuel in an oil powerhouse. Putin has pulled off a feat for the history books, causing a fuel shortage in the very land dripping with oil, like the Sahara suddenly running dry of sand or Norway facing a fish famine. Standing ovation, please. This isn't just economics anymore. It's a full-blown fantasy saga. Mountains of resources, zero results. Now let's talk about Surgut, the crown jewel of Russia's oil and gas empire. A city where oil practically seeps from the sidewalks and gas bubbles up from every kitchen tap. And yet, gas station lines, actual queues, in a place literally sitting on enough barrels to flood the world market. Can you imagine? It's like a bakery running out of flour or a vineyard losing all its grapes. Pure magic, Putin style. At this rate, it won't be long before they start rationing oxygen in the Siberian taiga. Meanwhile, in Orenburg, the gas processing plant is on fire again. Ukrainian drones have clearly done their job, but what exactly happened remains a mystery for the ages. Did the plant not recover from yesterday's visit? Was today's bonus round delivered? Or maybe it's just a case of accident happens to itself. The main thing is the effect is undeniable. Now that's really efficiency, drones hitting targets more precisely than all the sanctions combined. Who would have thought innovation would come in the form of tiny flying nuisances? Meanwhile, budget black holes and trillion-dollar debt pits keep multiplying across regional coffers and state corporations. But who cares? Putin's golden and everything's peachy. That famous special military operation? Oh, it's running like clockwork, if by clockwork you mean a circus act on a sinking ship. Bravo! Russian companies Gazprom, Rosneft and RZD are mired in debts of over 12 trillion rubles. This is approximately $152 billion and is a record figure, reports UNN, with reference to the Center for Countering Disinformation of the National Security and Defense Council. As noted by the CPD, the reasons are a sharp drop in export earnings, sanctions, and limited access to external capital markets. In addition, due to the high key rate, the cost of servicing debts has significantly increased.
Such a scale of debt makes companies dependent on state support, but the state can no longer provide this support due to huge military expenditures.
They added, the situation of small and medium-sized enterprises in Russia is currently much worse than that of large companies.
Loans are becoming inaccessible, sales markets are shrinking, and the state, absorbed by the war, does not have the resources to save businesses.
The cracks in the system are no longer hidden, they are now the main feature. Meanwhile, leadership keeps spinning tales as reality sinks deeper into chaos. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Support Ukraine, like and subscribe.